Hey, wanna watch some TV?
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's do this! Ah!
Today's two families are the Johnsons and the Dugards. Today is a special Reptiles and Amphibians Day episode. Let's start things off. We'll be asking Mary Dugard and John Johnson to start us off. Alright, so we surveyed 100 people and the top 3 answers are on the board. First person to hit the buzzer wins. And remember, top answer gets the most points. The question is, what is the most common reptile in the world? Mr. Johnson.
Lilo and Stitch!
I'm sorry, that is the wrong answer. It is by default Mary Dugard's turn.
Oh, well... snakes?
That is correct!
Yeah!
Would you like to pass or play?
I'll play.
Alright, let's go beat the family! So Abraham, tell me about yourself.
Well, I am going back many of the years. When I was in my youth, I worked handling the reptiles, but then I stopped once I lose my arm.
Oh. Okay, here's your question. How many groups are reptiles divided into, and what are their names?
I'm guessing that there are this many. Testudine, Sphendotia, yeah, that's a good one. Squamata, and Crocodilia.
Congrats, dog! That's right! Your team's in the lead by 100 points! Ooh. And on to the last member of the family! How many species of reptiles are there?
Well, Steve, I'm not a bright bulb like my papa. He's a very smart man.
Very much he is.
Not so smart when he was younger and he lost his arm.
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm going to take a shooting in the dark. I'm going to say about 8,000.
8,000. Wow, you just guessed?
I did.
Well, considering that you guys just guessed, that's pretty impressive. Because
I believe I
we got the question! I'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Building.
Hey there, everybody! How are you? We've got a great show for you today. Our first guest will be renowned reptile expert, Rick Stevenson!
Too much.
Hello! How are you, Mr. Stevenson?
I'm good. I'm good to be here.
That is fabulous! So good to have you. So let me get us started. Why are you so fascinated about reptiles and amphibians?
Well, it started at a young age when I used to work at a gator farm. I became so fascinated by the creatures that I studied them and just kept learning more and more. Did you know that there are over 14,000 species of reptiles and amphibians, and they can be less than 1 inch long, or be as long as the saltwater crocodiles, which can be weighing over 1 ton. All reptiles have scales too, but some might be too small to see.
Wow! 1 ton! Wow! That is big! Please Please tell me more.
Well, now we'll move on to amphibians. For most, life begins in the water. The young have gills and a lack of legs when they hatch. They go through a metamorphosis, growing legs and changing to be able to live on land. Both amphibians and reptiles are cold-blooded, but demand an external energy source, such as the sun, to maintain a stable body temperature.
This is fascinating. I have a serious question. Alright, everybody calm down. Calm down. Are all snakes venomous?
Though that may seem to be the case, Oprah, only a few hundred of the world's over 3,000 snakes are venomous.
Ooh!
More people die annually from bee and wasp stings than snake bites, but be careful, some snakes can pose a threat. The one you'll never want to run into is a king cobra, averaging 10 to 12 feet in length.
Ooh!
It's the largest venomous snake in the world. The largest snake in the world right now is a 49-foot, 990-pound python found in Indonesia.
Well, thank you for this insight. We are so glad to have had you on the show. Alrighty, folks, stay tuned because after the break, Tom Cruise talks about another mission that seems more impossible than the title suggests. The news in the evening with Parker and Scott bringing you the news.
We interrupt this program with an urgent bulletin. Giant amphibians and reptiles have been attacking the metropolis of Calgary, Alberta. But that's okay, because amphibians are insect eaters, and they only eat small insects. And to the best of my knowledge, we aren't small insects. However, there are reptiles, and those are carnivores, and they eat flesh and small mammals. And to giant reptiles, we are small mammals.
Wait. Oh my god!
We're attacking the news station!
Do you know what's cool? Frogs. Frogs are cool. Because they're the first amphibians to evolve to have 4 legs.
I just want to get serious for a second. Thank you for joining us today. Hundreds of millions of years ago, amphibians were the first vertebrates to walk our lands. And look how much we have ravished their landscape. Is this the kind of life you want for those ancestors' descendants? I think not.
One-third of all amphibian species discovered are endangered. Only you can change this.
Life might be easy for you right now. But you've got to know, there are more than just you on Earth. There are many more different species of things. Get it together. Save them. Because sometimes life just needs to happen.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't need to mean anything. Whisper into the sound of silence. Please help save the amphibians and the reptiles. Don't let them go to waste.
Okay, stop recording.
Something on TV about reptiles.
I'm recording now, by the way.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the
You're
tulips
impossible
with
to film this.
me.
You laugh at everything.
No. Through the tulips with me.
You like tomatoes. We'll just say tomatoes together.
Tomatoes and amphibians together in harmony.
Okay,
we all
after-
dance together and we're
after I say-
counting them out.
After I